Hello, this is Gregory Possman coming to you from Mern, Denmark. And this is the monthly message for June of 2014. Hope you enjoy it. Hope your journey's going well. And I hope, along with Sandy, my wife, that life is good for you and yours. Enjoy. We are the one who is called Sanada, and we greet you on this day. And it is a beautiful day on your planet. And as we move forward in the evolution of Earth, humanity, and all of the other races, we wish on this day to express love. And it is important to understand that love plays a bigger and bigger role on your planet each and every day. And in this, the month of June, you move into a deeper and deeper experience of love, if it is your choice. And if it is not, then you may continue to experience your life just as you always have. But if you give yourself permission to allow yourself to move into a deeper state of self-appreciation, and you give yourself permission to recognize that you are a gift to this planet, to humanity, and to all of those with whom you are acquainted, you will give yourself permission to experience life at a much more enjoyable level, at a much deeper soul level, and you will give yourself permission to change the way you experience this life. And that, of course, is your choice. We are not here to make you do anything. We do not have that option. It is you who must decide how you will experience your life. It is you who must choose what sort of experience you will have. And you have the opportunity now to deepen that experience. You have the opportunity now to take advantage of the energy that is flowing into your planet. For some of you, it is summer, and for some of you, in the southern hemisphere, it is winter. And as you allow yourselves to experience whatever season it is still your choice how you will experience it. If you allow yourself to race about the planet and try to accomplish as much as you possibly can, if you allow yourself to speed through your day, never slowing down to take time to be self and to get in touch with self, you will find that this particular month grows more and more hectic, more and more difficult, and more challenging. But if, on the other hand, you take our advice and you give yourself permission to slow down your world, then you will find that time is not advancing so quickly. The mind is not so filled with frenetic types of aspects of thought, frenetic types of idiosyncrasies and old beliefs, but rather it becomes easier and easier for you to make it through each day in an experience of joy, in an experience of self-appreciation, and you will find yourself laughing more frequently. You will find yourself smiling more frequently, even to those you do not know. And so, we would like to show you what this could feel like. And if you will remain with us for the next few moments of time, we believe it will be well worth your while. We ask you to close your eyes and we ask you to breathe. And as you do so, be conscious of your breath, breathing in. And allow yourself to move to the base of your heart. And some of you are wondering what that feels like. Perhaps it is the deepest part of your heart. Perhaps it is the area of your heart you do not travel to very often. Perhaps it is a place you have forgotten. And in your frenetic lifestyle with all kinds of impact here and there, with your mind racing at such a fast speed, the deepest part of your heart is probably the last thing that you are thinking about. So breathe once more slowly and think, I am moving into the deepest part of my heart. I am moving into the part of my heart where love for myself flows like a river through a riverbed, where life is more peaceful, where I can find balance within my being, between what takes place on the outside in my manifestation and what I need on the inside. And that brings up a question for you as you move deeper and deeper into your heart. What do you need? To feel joyous, to feel happy, to feel at one with all else that is outside of you. What do you need? And as you breathe, you are able to identify your needs. I need to be heard. I need for someone to listen to me. I need for someone to make it known that they can hear me. I need to be recognized, appreciated, and honored. And as I move through this life, I must ask myself, am I appreciating me? Am I listening to me? Am I honoring me? We do not know the answer to those questions, but the teacher who is the master inside of you knows. And if the answer is no to any of them, then the question becomes, what must be done to change the answer to yes? For it has never been more important than now that you allow yourself to listen to, acknowledge, respect, and appreciate you. And why is it so important that you do this now? It is important because so many around you are flying through their lives at breakneck speed, as fast as they can go, amplified by the technology on your planet. Everything becomes faster and faster and faster. And never do you give yourself the opportunity to slow down, the opportunity to pause, to think, to contemplate, to pray, and to meditate. To pray is to speak to the Creator. To pray is to speak to the God, Goddess, all that is. And to meditate is to listen. And so perhaps we take a few moments and we speak. Creator, God, Goddess, all that is, I ask and I receive with gratitude the ability to slow my life, to slow my metabolism, and to give myself permission to move more gently, to give myself permission to slow my thoughts and slow my heartbeat and slow all of my attention to something that is easier and gentler and more calm and more peaceful. And I create this inside the deepest part of my heart. I create this in the deepest level of my heart, perhaps where the light is the darkest, perhaps where I forget to go frequently. And I give myself permission to turn on 1,000 halogen lamps inside this part of my being. I give myself permission to light 1,000 candles. And I give myself permission to flow into this light as if I were in the spotlight, as if I were brightly lit, so that I can look at myself and honor myself and listen to myself and appreciate myself for who and what I am. And as I breathe this light into me, while I am simultaneously enjoy it shining down on me, I grow warmer and warmer in my experience. And I allow more and more people to enter into my world. I allow intimacy. I allow myself to share my secrets with others. I give myself permission to open my heart and to allow love to flow out of it like a bright beacon of light. And as I breathe, this light grows stronger and stronger, flowing outward and flowing around me, weaving a beautiful web of warmth, of invitation, and of welcome. Welcome to each and every being who desires to interact with me. Welcome to every animal who desires to experience my auric field. Welcome to every experience that desires to bring me greater and greater learning, lessons, and new experiences. And as I flow into this process, as I remember that I am in the deepest, darkest part of my heart, I can still grow. I can still expand, and I can still move forward through my existence. And no matter how old I am, no matter how frenetic my energy be, no matter how quickly I move through life, I can give myself permission to take even these few moments and pause and rest and breathe. There is one voluntary regulator of my metabolism that I have complete control over, and that is my breath. So as I breathe slowly in and I slowly exhale out, my life begins to open. I begin to open to this deepest, darkest part of my heart. And all of this light that explodes in it, all of the beauty that comes forth, fills me with optimism, with opportunity, and the chance to learn and to grow. The chance to expand my world instead of shrink it. And the chance to walk slowly enough to look around and to see it. And the opportunity to stop when I spot or spy something that I wish to investigate or discover. And in that process, I relax and I breathe. And I breathe very slowly, decreasing my blood pressure, imagining fish swimming in beautiful water in front of me. And as I watch these fish swim, my blood pressure begins to drop. My heart rate begins to drop. And light flows through all parts of my being. And I can feel these changes within me. As I hear the birds outside, as I can almost literally hear the flowers and the plants and the trees growing, I become more and more sensitive, lighter and lighter, and I give myself permission to breathe in all the nutrients I need. And as these nutrients flow into me, they make me stronger, more powerful. My faith expands and explodes. The light inside of me feeds my faith. My will expands, and I become more and more eager to experience more in my life. And in this very deep place in my heart, I begin to expand the light of love, of self-esteem, and self-perfection. and my life begins to make sense. As I begin to appreciate more and more in this deepest part of my heart, I am appreciating me. I am honoring me. I am listening to my deepest thoughts. And I am appreciating everything around me. And breathe this appreciation into your toes and into the tips of your fingers and into all parts of you. And whether it is your summer or your winter, give yourself permission to appreciate you. Thank you for listening. And as I said earlier, I hope that your life is moving in the direction you want it to. Be well.